Wilson Guns, Knives, and Watches, man. And this is that there Jetta type of car, man, from Volkswagen. Of course, everybody knows about the TDI scandal and how much problem that they've had due to them basically lying on emissions. This one is not a diesel. It is a gasoline engine, 1.4 liter turbocharged manual transmission. I like the manual because it gives me quite a bit more control over the car in extreme situations. It still has quite a bit of, I guess, probably electronics for the stability control. I haven't actually gotten this one squirrely enough to actually kick in the stability control, but we'll see. I hope that it does not. I have gotten it fast enough to where the backup camera turns off because they don't want you going extremely fast. That's one of the things I did not like about the 6-speed DSG, which is basically two manual transmissions hooked together that change electronically and mechanically with two clutches. One transmission, of course, is on the outside and carries the 2, 4, and 6 gear. No, the outer transmission carries 1, 3, and 5. The inner transmission carries 2, 4, and 6, I believe. But this one's manual. Really do like it. As I said, it's an SE. Has them there aluminum type wheels. I don't like anything that has hubcaps. It has, of course, your radio cluster, which works as your backup camera and all that, and also interfaces through a USB connection with your smartphone. Hooks up to Androids, hooked up to Apples. Of course, you see the 5-speed transmission. Got cup holders there. Got a really good. That is a better center console than a Passat. And of course, I said this thing has 150 horsepower, where the Passat only has 145 as of the last model year in a TDI. Of course, the modern Passat that they're building is a 1.8 liter turbo, which has quite a bit more horsepower, but this one is the 1.4. One of the things that I do not like about this car is it does not have an armrest that folds down in the center. I'm sure if you got the leatherette interior, which they don't want to stock in a manual, you'll get that. It has all the other features, but it does not have that one. If it had that, it would be the perfect car for me. Trunk's a little small. Just threw a backpack and a little thing of smart waters in there, and then my just accessory shit, just to kind of show you what. Of course, we've taken off all the little crazy stuff on the side that they used to do. Of course, your spare tire and all that's there. Really great as far as just the interior on the back. Of course, we've got a 12-volt plug right there and 2 little storage compartments for it to set your phone or whatever in. So that 12-volt, basically, you can put a USB charger for your phone. Something I found funny is it's got a couple speakers in the door, or maybe that's just a bass outlet. I don't know what the hell it is. I think it's a tweeter, but I'm not gonna go there. It could be like some porting. Of course, we've got windows, door locks, all that type crap. I don't know if I like the plastic trim there, but it is what it is. One of the things that I'm still confused by are all the buttons on the steering wheel, because they've basically taken all the buttons from the rest of the dash and put them on the steering wheel, like normally where you would have cruise control here. It doesn't. Push button start, all that type junk. Really a great car. Just manual seats, manual everything. When you go into them there situations, man, where everything's going to hell in a handbasket, you don't want a bunch of shit on your car. Now, as I said, this will not take enough armor. You cannot armor this car, so you're not going to take it out of the country and then do any more low profile type things, man. instead of, you know, driving your subject around in a high-end car where you can get a lot of problems. The older Jettas were really good about that, especially the TDIs. You could lightly armor them very easily, and then set them up to where they actually could do a lot of work. This is kind of an experiment. It's a very inexpensive car. It's 2016, which means you can buy them pretty inexpensively right now. And you know, I like it. Of course, I bought it in white just so that lower temperature, like when we're out in that there desert type situations, man. Of course, got to tint the windows, got to do everything, got to start on this car same way we did on those cars. But those are dinosaurs. They can no longer be operational on them there Americana type roads, which is really sucks. And this one's kind of dusty, but you can put a hitch on it right there. And this other one's going to have a hitch and everything else. Of course, that one's a Passat, and the other one is a Jetta. Both of them are the diesels, and we ain't gonna do none of that there polluting that there type environment, man. We gonna sell it all back to them there Volkswagens, man. And sorry about my Dixie chopper being out, but you know, you gotta chop off that grass, boy, and get her done. I've been doing some little bit of yard work, man. Anyway, this is the 2016 Volkswagen Jetta. I'm gonna be interested in seeing how it holds up in doing the type of things that I do, which if I get into a car, I'm going to probably, if I start the car, I'm probably gonna put 800 miles on it pretty easily. But this is Guns, Knives, and Watches. I'm gonna get the car put up and have a good one. Peace out, man. Woo!